Hello, how are you? This is Mary New Life Deaf Aid. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please, I'm repeating again, subscribe. I just wanted to talk about something that has been an issue. We have been so much on competition, forgetting that our lives are designed differently. The way God designed your life is not the same way He designed your mother's life, He designed your sister's life, He designed your father's life, He designed your friend's life. It's different from one individual to another individual. Like if you can see the growth of a child, if you are keen, not even if you're keen, this is something that happens automatically. It is very easy to notice. If you can see, take for example, four children that are around you and they are almost age mate, and you look at their developmental stages, it's different from one child to another. Like you can find that one child can learn how to sit at the age of 3 months, another one can learn how to sit at the age of 4 months, and recently I saw another one learning how to sit at the age of 6 months. So this means that we are different from each other. How our lives have been designed are very different. And this has caused a lot of issues. For example, you are seeing that your age mate, your friend, somebody whom you were with together, is achieving something that you ought to have achieved almost at the same time ahead of you, and you have to stay for years for you to wait for this thing to happen to you. Like when I was in college, I was seeing that after, not when I was in college, but when I completed college, there is a friend of mine. Her name is Vivian. She got a job in an international school. You know, I studied education. She got a job at she graduated. We graduate. She got a job, in fact, before we even graduated. But I stayed for some time before I got a job, and I was always admiring her. And she was good to me, by the way. Every time she could encourage me. Every time she had of a vacancy in the school, she could encourage me. Mary, can you please apply for this vacancy? And remember that time for me, I was selling in the market. Yes, I was selling groceries in the market. And I had to go to the market at 3 a.m. in the morning. But for her, she had this good job at an international school. And I was like, God, why me? And when I see my age mates, my college mates on the social media, their lives are okay, they're doing better. And I'm wondering, God, why me? What's wrong with me? Why me? Why my life? You have to go to the market 3 a.m. and I was in Eldoret, very cold. Sometimes it's foggy. You can't even see the person who is walking ahead of you. It's very cold. Sometimes it's raining, it's muddy. But I had to do this because I didn't want to be a liability. But here is my friend. So if I could have decided, at some point I was like, what is really wrong with me? And at that time, they have jobs, they have stable relationships, and here you are struggling with everything. There is no peace in your life. And then at that moment, you might start to try things that are crazy. No, it's not a must that your life must move the same way as your age mate's life, as your friend's life. No. And Vivian used to tell me, by the way, that Mary, when your blessings will come, you just look for a lorry to ferry them. You will not even use a wheelbarrow. And it is very, very true. Today I can confirm it. Can you imagine today? Vivian lost her job in the international school some time back, and right now I have a good job right now. I work in an organization, and right now I can't even admire, I can't even want to, I don't know how to put this words, in that international school. But back then I was really craving for it. I was like, God, you've forgotten about me. God, you've forsaken me. I was really angry. I'm at a battle of myself. I'm not good enough. Why am I applying and these people are not taking me? I go for interviews. They promise me they'll call me later, but no, I'm doing my best. Yeah, so don't compare yourselves. There is something in marriage right now. There is crazy stuff. There are people who are happily married. There are people who are getting into they're married, but they have a lot of problems in their marriages. The people who really want to get married, you meet somebody. You see, your agents have gotten married. Even your nephews have gotten married. The children who are younger than you are married, but you are there. You are struggling. You want to get married, but you are struggling. Every person you meet only plays with you. There is no serious relationship between you, and then the relationship ends up getting wasted after some years, and years are also moving. So last year, was it last year or early this year? I was watching something, by the way, and it was a program. It was some church program for the single ladies in Uganda, and there was a lady there doing her testimony. How she had been in singlehood for so long, she wanted somebody to come marry her. She tried. She went even to the witch doctors. She was even given urine to drink and told to chant some chants while she's taking her own urine. Can you imagine waste from your body? Urine you are drinking for you to get married. She did all those, but she never got married. She never got a man at that time until God's time came, until the right time came for her to get married. So these things, you can't just hurry them. There is nothing you can do for you to hurry these things. You cannot force yourselves into relationships. There is the spirit of rejection, you cannot force yourself. And if there is a spirit of rejection, because sometimes delays is a blessing, sometimes delays teaches us, so that when we have this thing, we will really know how to handle it best. But sometimes I also agree there is spirit of rejection, and some things that spirits that doesn't want well or good things in our lives. So she drank the urine, but she never got the husband. You see, even if you're waiting for a child and your age mates, even now your nieces are now mothers, you are an aunt, you don't have a baby, you are worried, people have gossiped about you, run your own race. Don't fight yourself. Don't give your heart a hectic time. There is nothing that happens that takes God by surprise. You see, you cannot double up the dosage of the fertility drugs for you to get pregnant. You cannot hurry the process. You just have to wait. I know waiting is so hard. Waiting is so hard. God is telling you to wait, and yet your age mates, people who are younger than you, are getting ahead of you. It is so hard. And that is something that I always, like it happened with me with the story of my friend Vivian. When she got a job, and me, I was still on the delaying line. And sometimes, yes, these things sometimes still they happen to me, and I'm like, God, even the people who are younger than me are achieving this, and yet I'm still here. But I learned from the past that there is nothing I can do to hurry up the process to get what I want to achieve. I just have to work the right way and do the right thing as I wait for it. The time cannot be skipped so that I achieve it. Never. But I tried searching for jobs. I tried everything. Nothing happened. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Until the right time came. And for me, God was trying to teach me something. How I will be able to handle people in the future. I think if I think if I could have gotten that job, I couldn't have seen the hand of God in it. I could have taken it for granted, like it's my education. Maybe I could have been so proud in life, but I had to be taken through a process. And right now that I have it, I am very appreciative. Process helps us to appreciate and know how to handle with care. Can you imagine? Like, if you have gotten married very quickly, no problem. Sometimes you might be rude, you might be thinking this is normal. But when it has taken you long for you to get it, you will know this is a favor. It does not happen normally. When you've taken so long for you to get a job, you know this is favor. There are some things that comes to teach us in life. I just don't know how hard I can explain this. And also, don't envy everything you see in the lives of people. Right now, you might see that where I'm sitting at is very neat, is very organized. Let me tell you something. People will show you only what they want you to see. when I didn't have a job after graduating from college, and I was going to the market, and I was seeing my friends from college posting good pictures on the social media. They're going for out the big hotels, but they were only showing me what they wanted me to see. They were not showing me the suffering, the bit of suffering. Like right now, I'm saying you can see this place. It's neat. It's neat. It's okay. But let me show you something. Can you look at my table at the office here? Can you look at my table? It's very dusty. Here there is water, the laptop is here, this organized, there is the book here, there is this thing, it's not well arranged, these papers are all over here. You see, there is these things all over here, not well arranged. But here, you are seeing me here, you're just seeing me here, you are thinking everything's okay, it's neat. No, people sometimes might only show you what they want you to know. And some people, when they are blessed, I don't know, they want to make others feel bad. So they will be like, oh, but behind maybe they don't show you their sufferings. So take it easy on yourself. The time will come. I'm not saying you should relax and wait and just sit like, no, you also have to play your part. You have to try. But you cannot hurry the process for you to have what you want. I felt, I was thinking, and I was really touched by this message, and I felt like sharing it. And I hope that it blesses somebody. When you're saying that you've not achieved that something at the same age as your age mates, I don't give your heart a hectic time. Even children, they develop differently. Some they work at 8 months, some they work at 1 year, some even 1.5 years. So the way your life has been designed is so different from the lives of others. So don't give, I'm just talking to, don't give your heart a hectic time. Don't slip into depression because of this. This has made people to slip into depression and saying, what's wrong with me? Am I cursed? You know. But I just want to encourage somebody outside there, somebody who will be listening to me. This is something that has happened to me, and I saw that for me it was a case that God was trying to teach me something. He didn't want me to get it easy and smooth. He wanted me to appreciate people. In fact, God made me to pass through some nasty things in my life. I was a decent girl, but God made me to pass through some nasty things in life, so that when I see them, like like maybe you might have a child before you get married. Maybe God is making, and maybe later you might be working or dealing with such people, to have a program even for the young mothers, the young single mothers. If maybe God can give you that responsibility, you are there, you're working with them, and maybe you look at them like, look at these cheap slots. But if you have been through the process, you will be able to handle people so well. So thank you very much. God bless you. And remember, there is nothing that you can do to hurry up so that you get what is yours. You just have to wait. It's hard to wait. It's painful to wait. You can be stressed up about it. You can get into depression about it. So can you imagine waiting on God to give you a child? There is nothing you can do. But we believe it is possible. Medically, sometimes it might not be 100% possible. With God, it is 100% possible. So just stand on the waiting pool and wait for the Lord's time. They say, at the right time of God, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. When the time is right, even that mountain that is standing before you will be moved. When the right time is open, those people that have been blindfolded not to see you, the eyes will open up for you to reach your destiny. Thank you very much. God bless you. And please subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. Thank you very much. God bless you.